Welcome everyone. Continue the even, smooth, slow observation of your breathing as we enter our practice together. Begin to tune out and tune in. Follow the sound to the heart of the devotional aspect of your practice. Just a little reminder today that everything we learn, every practice, every pose here, we already know how to do. The perfect seed of wisdom was already given to you. It has always been with you. In fact, it is you. So let's guide our hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. A deep breath out. Let's open with 3 ohms. Inhale. Touch your thumbs towards your chest, and then lift your chest so it lifts your thumbs up higher. Bow your chin in softly. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up for yourself, for showing up for one another. Gently open your eyes and stretch your arms up. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, palms face forward. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, stretch, lift the heart up. Lift up this practice and keep your chest lifted. Exhale. Hands to the heart, spine lifts upright. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach both arms up. Maybe look up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, broaden the front of the chest. And exhale here, clear out your throat. And then hands to the heart, interlace your fingers together, press them forward. Big breath in, swivel the palms up. Exhale, round and sit back. Inhale, reach the palms up. Exhale, round. Let all the air go. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, round. Good. And then just shake out the fingers and the wrists. We'll just take a gentle side bend. So left hand down, right arm up, just bend over. Good. Keep your chest, right, as lifted as possible. Resist the urge to cower, not cower, bad word. Good. Slouching. So open and press through your left hand. And then switch. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Keep your chest open. Open to possibility, right? Open to the energetic yeses. Open, most importantly, to the grace of yourself, the grace of your practice. All right, come up through center, and let's take a forward fold. So fingertips down to the floor in front of you, chin to chest. And sway a little side to side. Kind of gently yawning your body awake. and then rise on up, walk the hands in, and then see if you can do this without your hands, and just switch the other leg in front, and then walk the hands forward and fold. All right. One reverse tabletop, rise on up, set your feet down on the ground, fingertips pointing towards your low back. Good. Feet, knees, hips, and lift up. Good. You can lift a little. You can lift a lot. Good. Keep your gaze on your thighs. Keep looking at your thighs. And when you can lift your hips so high that you can't see your thighs anymore, then you can lower your head down. Claw the mat with your fingertips. And lower down. Good. Shake it out. Come to hands and knees, tabletop position. And as you transition to this place, you can play music if you'd like. Or you can not play music. And I'm going to switch to my headset. Once you get on your hands and your knees, begin gentle cat-cow. Wake up the front, back of the spine. Wake up the sides of the body. Oh, Izzy. Yeah, lie down on the back and knees towards the chest. Okay. That's for Izzy. I hope you heard me. All right. Good. All right. And then let's rock a little forward and back. So gripping the mat, let's rock forward and back, like a little bit of a springing forward motion. Good, but the fingers are clawing very steadily, very firmly into their mat. Tuck your toes under for this. And then let's speed it up just a little bit. Good, keep your fingertips grounded, right? So you're not gonna fly off and fly forward. Pumping, right? Blood and breath and air through the legs, fronts of the legs, backs of the legs. Good. And then come into downward facing dog. Welcome yourself to your body, to this practice. All right, separate your feet so there's a foot in between your feet and lift both heels up. And let's lower them to the left, both of them to the left. So your feet are staggered, and then look underneath your right arm. Side body opening, okay, good. And then come up through center. Lower both heels to the right. So your feet are heel toe, look underneath your left arm. And then come back to center. Lift both heels up and flip onto the right top of the foot. And then roll, gently roll the top of the foot from the big toe mound to the pinky toe mound. Stretching out the top of your foot. As we move away from kind of sandal season into full-on boots and shoes, let's remember to stretch our feet. Good, now switch. So come onto the top of the left foot and roll that very purposefully. And if you find a spot that's particularly sticky, maybe you pause there and funnel some deep breaths in. Okay, come back downward facing dog. Let all the breath go. Inhale, plank pose. And then down dog, guide your body back. Again, plank. And down dog. Please continue to claw your mat. Plank pose, come forward. This time lower the knees down, tilt the tailbone up, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog.
One moment. Beautiful. Look between the hands and gently walk your feet forward and fold at the front of your mat. Good. And let the upper body be very fluid here and sway it a little side to side. And see if you can take your gaze behind you. So instead of looking your hands or your feet, you're looking behind you. Fluid. Right, not stuck anywhere, but continually moving. Just like the ocean waves. Just like this breath. Good. Come to stillness and slide your hands up towards your shins. Push into the shins and scoop your heart forward. Yeah, got it? Okay, fold. Again, hands to shins. Push in, scoop heart forward, stretch out, and fold. Soft bend in the knees, rise up to stand, reach up. Hands to heart. Good. Where would you like to send a little bit of this practice to? Good. It's okay if you don't know. Intentions tend to clarify as we begin to move. I'm going to turn this way. Okay. Inhale, reach the arms up, big circle. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back. Lower the left knee down. Good. Heel to the right, foot to the right. Rise up, low lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows and maybe dip the hips. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, reach up, lift out a little bit. Exhale, bend the elbows and sink into the hips. Good. Again, inhale, lift out a little bit. Yeah. Exhale, bend a little deeper. Last time, inhale, reach up from the low belly. And then exhale, sink down. Stay low, inhale, curl the heart. And keep the heart lifted, exhale. Good. Hands down, frame your right foot. Glide the hips back, flex the right toes. Ardha Hanumanasana. Good. Pick up your right thumb, put it in your right hip crease. Right thumb, right hip crease. Good. And then just gently draw it back. You see how that changes? Draw your hip back. Good. And then curl your heart forward. Resist the urge to round. So flatten the back and scoop your heart forward. Gaze forward. One more breath. Good. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra pose, tops of the feet press down. And downward facing dog, back we go. Find your feet, find your hands. Good. Inhale and reach that left leg up and back. Reach up and stretch. Right, so the ball of the foot, hips are even as best as you can sense. And then look between the hands. Figure out where the foot's gonna go. High lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the elbows and dip a little bit. Maybe the back knee would like to get involved here. Inhale, reach up, get tall, unbend everything. And then exhale, cactus shape the arms. Bend one knee or both. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, rebend. Stay here, right? Feel your feet. Make the adjustment so that this is super stable. Good. Now inhale, open the heart. Exhale. Beautiful. Hands to the heart. Unbend both legs. And then step your right foot forward gracefully. Good. Rock forward and back on the feet. All right, feel that terrain underneath you. Fix your shirt and your pants. Okay. All right, settle the feet down. Inhale and reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Reach and step your right leg back. Lower the right knee down. Heel toe your left foot to the left. And then rise up for low lunge. Good. Hopefully you can feel that left foot being more stable when it's out to the left. Good. So inhale, reach out a little bit. And exhale, dip the hips. Lovely. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rebend. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. So grateful for these legs. Inhale. Take us to such cool places. Good. Open your heart. Keep the heart lifted. Exhale. Good. Hands down. Frame your left foot. Glide your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Good. Yeah, you can walk your hands back, right? If that helps keep the chest lifted and the heart scooping forward. Good. Take your left thumb, put it on the left hip. Perhaps it's easier to see. Good. And there's a gentle guiding that hip back. And notice what happens to your left foot. It kind of turns with it, right? So you don't let that happen. You keep that left big toe pulling forward. And then you scoop the heart forward. Doing something with so much attention and awareness, right, can make the simple of poses make you sweat, make you work. And that's what they mean by less is more. Yoga is so smart. No matter what's happening, the teachings always stay the same. Alrighty. Now place that hand down, downward facing dog. Let's rinse that out. Inhale, plank pose. Take your version, vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Place your feet, place your hands, claw the mat. Yeah. All right. Now lift your right leg up and back. Keep it lifted. Just shift your gaze forward, right? Visualize where that right foot is going and then draw it in. High lunge. Good. Figure your space out. Work this shape out. And for me, there's always a little wiggling sometimes. All right, here we go. Inhale, extend and reach up. And then exhale, cactus the arms, bend one knee or bend both knees. Okay? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, reach up. Bend the elbows. Inhale, curl the heart forward and up. Clear your throat. Exhale. Unbend both knees, hands to the heart. All right, find your balance. And then step your left foot forward. Samastitihi. Feel your heart beating. Okay. Bend your knees for chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms around the back and fold. Palms can touch, palms cannot touch. You can hold for fingers, forearms. Okay. Look left and right very slowly. And see if you can look behind you. Okay. Chair pose, come back, face forward, reach the arms, sit the hips back. Bring the hands to the heart. Good, let's twist to the left this time. That top hand, pressing down into that bottom hand. Do your best to sense that the knees are side by side. Good. And just for fun, lift your heels for a moment. Lift your heels in a twist, lift your heels. Okay, lower them down. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms around the back, take a hold of anything and fold. Take a look at what's behind you. Right, the back of the body, what's behind us, often right, linked to our past. So while we do a lot of heart openers, encouraging us to be optimistic for the future, we take a moment, right, especially in forward folds, to take a look at what's behind us, what's in our past, what have we learned. Chair pose, reach up, hands to the heart, sit low, and then let's twist to the right, resisting the urge to go too fast here. The right hand presses down into the left and turn towards the right. Good. And then with courage, lift the heels, squeeze the inner ankles towards one another, and then turn to the right. Good, lower the heels down. Utkatasana, chair pose. Arms around the back and fold. If you have a hold of your fingers, squeeze them together. Lovely. All right. Utkatasana, last one, maybe. And then stand all the way up, open the heart. Return to Samastitihi, hands at the heart. Balance through the feet, stacked in the joints. Notice if your intention has clarified already. All right, let's keep going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left leg back, warrior two. And then again, use your feet to find your way in space. Right? Are the hips level? You can always use your hands, right? What's going on with my hips? And make sure when your hands are on your hips, they're perfectly side by side. All right, arms out to a T. And let's find eagle arms. So right arm underneath the left. You can just give yourself a hug like so. Or you can come into your eagle arms. Good. And let's all do this for today. For the sake of fluidity, let's gently pulse a little bit up and down in your warrior two shape. And encourage the elbows to lift and the fingertips to draw away from your face just slightly. I have a teacher, Tony, who always talks about fluidity and how water always finds its way. When the water hits an obstacle, it doesn't give up. It just finds another way. It can carve holes through mountains. And so we practice how to be like water. All right, release the arms, warrior two. Unbend your right knee. Adjust your back foot in for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good. And then lift your right toes just for a moment and feel the weight shift into the ball and the heel of your foot, and then place them down. Reach that left arm up. Trikonasana. Inhale, two. Engage your right glute muscle. Inhale, one. Reach up a little bit higher if possible. And exhale. Good. Slide the right hand from your shin up towards the knee until you rise up to stand. Good. Turn your left toes out. Sink the hips down for goddess pose. Good. And just like we do, let's shift a little side to side. The hands can stay up. There's many variations. Right, the hands can be on the thighs. Sorry, Lydia. Today we're really talking about in the park. Oh, I don't like that pose. Oh, I don't like that pose. And so sorry, not sorry, we did that pose. So sorry, Lydia. All right, now rise on up. Turn the toes forward, hands to the hips. Squeeze the elbows back towards one another as if the elbows were gonna touch. Good, and then hinge forward. Prasarita. The hands can touch down, they can stay up, they can slide down the legs. They can hold for the ankles, 2 breaths. Good. Now bring the hands back to the hips with a flat back, rise on up. Good, turn your left toes out. Find warrior 2 with a left knee bent. Good, and then let's pulse a little bit here, right? And even when we pulse, the hips remain level. So what would it take, right, for the hips to stay level? Good. All right, and then eagle arms, left arm underneath. Find your way. Lift your toes, right? Make sure you're not gripping too hard with the toes, that there's equal work being done in the balls of the feet and both sides of the heels. All right. One more breath. Watch this breath leave your body. And then warrior 2, come back. Triangle pose. Unbend your front knee. Adjust the back foot. Good. And then reach. Pick up your left toes for a moment. See if you can get that pinky toe up. And then put them down. Good. Reach up with that right hand to like high five yourself. Yay me, I showed up today. Good. Inhale 2. Engage that left glute butt muscle. And 1. All right, rise on up. Slide that left hand up towards the knee. Good. Good. Goddess pose again. Sink the hips down, hands to the thighs this time. Good. And now we're gonna dip our shoulder in towards the center. Pick any side, maybe looking up. And then switch. Dip your other shoulder down. Press into the thigh. Get a nice stretch. And switch. We do goddess pose in honor of Mother Earth, who is clearly in charge. And we are humbled. Keep flowing at your own pace. Yeah. And we do these challenging poses as a gesture, as a full body prayer in honor of the Great Mother. And if that just flew over your head, that's okay. All right. And then come on up, face the toes forward. This time interlace the fingers or the forearms behind the back. Keep the front of the chest broad and let's fold forward. If your head touches down very easily, heel toe your feet closer. Good. Look behind you. Remember your own history, your soul's history. And we respect what happened in our past to bring us to where we are. All right, good job. Hands down underneath the shoulders and lift the chest halfway up. Good, walk your hands to the right and go back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Chest is open, neck is easy. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Right leg up and back. Bend your knee, open the hip. Good. Look between the hands and step that foot forward. High lunge this time. Your right foot is right of midline. Good. Hands behind the back. Reach the knuckles down towards the back of your left knee and curl the heart open. Good. Then bring your chest to parallel. Good. So we're going to warrior three. If you're like, my hands are not happy here, then go ahead and switch them to the hips or to the heart. Okay, and then shift the weight forward. Rise up, warrior three. Good. Left hip lowers down as much as possible. Good. Strong right hip lifting up. Good. Keep the hands wherever they are is fine. And then rise up to stand, left knee up towards the chest. Warrior three, teeter forward. I'm like so in this plant. Let me move. All right. And then rise up. Lift it up high. Good. And then warrior three. This is the last one. Yay. And then rise up, coming into Garudasana legs. Cross the left thigh over the right. Keep the chest open for this variation. Good. Take this as far as you like. Right. Remember, we're taking a trip to the center of our spiritual path here. So it's not about what this pose looks like in the body, but how we're able to breathe, how we're able to preserve a state of equanimity in times of challenge. One more breath. Unwind everything. 5 pointed stars. So toes out, heels in, open the arms. Open the mouth if you like. Exhale. Hands to the heart and heel toe your feet back together. Let's do one half sun to clear that out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop heart forward. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Reach up high. And hands to the heart. Has your intention clarified? Good. Turn your palms to face up for a moment. And let's just take a second to allow for the grace of our practice to arrive and to receive. Lovely. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog, step back. Stay here or cycle through. Vinyasa. From down dog, lift your left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Good. Take your gaze forward. Good. Decide where that foot's gonna go. And then place it forward. High lunge. Got it? Found your way? Hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Stretch the knuckles down. Open the heart. Elbows squeeze in. Upper arm bones curl in. Good. Parallel your chest, adjust your hands if needed. Good, and you can take a couple hops or just one sweep, come into warrior three. Lower that right hip down. Right toes pointing down. Please stand up. Draw your right knee up towards your chest. Good, and then with humility, come back, warrior three. Inhale, use the inhale to rise up, right knee into the chest. As you exhale, extend that leg back. Last one, come on up. Warrior three. And then eagle legs, draw that right knee up, cross the right thigh over. Good. So your spine stays upright. If you feel yourself leaning, right, maybe you just come out a little bit. Find your eagle legs, 3 breaths. Good. Open this up to 5-pointed star, toes out, and breathe. If you need another moment to breathe here, breathe here. Good. Now step or hop back to center. Samastitihi. Turn your palms forward, mountain pose, Tadasana. Okay. Hands to the hips, please. Draw your, I'm not gonna mirror, left knee up. So you're about, your top thigh is parallel to the hip level. Do your best. Open it out to the side. Right, best you can, and then come back to center. Good. Take your peace sign fingers, hook your big toe. Walls are great props. If there's a wall nearby, you can go there. And please extend that foot out in front of you. The leg moves towards straight. It does not have to be straight. Take that top shoulder, plug it back. And let's open this leg out. Stretch the inner ankle. Good. If you like, you can extend the arm. You can even look over. One more breath. Return to center. Rebend that knee. Good, and place it down. Release yourself, right? Right? Your body knows, like, oh, I know what to do to make myself feel better. Good. 1/2 sun. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stand up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart. Good. Pick up your other leg. Good. So just take a moment to see where hip height is. Open the leg once. Bring it back. It's probably lower than you think. Okay. Peace sign fingers around the big toe. Good. This is fine. Stay here. Balance hard. Or extend the leg a little bit forward, a lot of it. That top shoulder, right, draws back. The left hip, your standing hip, is pulling up. Ooh. Good. All right. Slowly open that leg. Tall spine here, please. Good. 2 breaths in and out. In and out. Like water, come back to center. Good. And see how slowly you can release the foot and let it back down. Shake out the standing leg. Find relief. All right, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift and fold. Separate your feet hip distance apart so the outer edges of the feet line up to the outer hips. That's it. And then take both peace sign fingers, wrap them around the big toes. Good. And then halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Take your thumbs and press down on your big toenails. And then press your big toes into your fingers. And then the fingers pull up. When you put a lot of intention and awareness in a very simple pose, right? Sometimes it's all it takes to accelerate that into a deeper understanding. And then here, please look behind you. Look behind you and notice where the sensation is in this pose. Backs of the legs, looking towards the past. Breathe breaths of gratitude and compassion. Okay. Keep your left side as it is, right hand to the right hip. Okay, this is it. This is the last little umph, okay? Soft bend in the right knee, actually soft bend in both knees, and then stand up. So we'll return to where we came. See if it's possible. Good, okay, I think. And then lower back down the way we came. Good. And then just switch hands. Good, you can just stay folded if you're like, I'm done. Good, bend both knees and rise up. Pick up your right foot. And then just stand up for a moment. Stand tall, like a pineapple. Good. This full moon, it's about justice. So stand tall and vote for what's right. Okay, lower down. And fold. Sway a little. We'll always find our way through this practice. Find our way back. All right, downward facing dog. Make your way back. Okay. Reach your right leg up. Draw your right knee towards your chest. Gaze slightly forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. One more, inhale. This time, draw the leg in for pigeon pose. Okay. And my friends, I really enjoy this, right? Instead of sliding and, pick up your back knee and walk it back, right? Pick up the knee, walk it back. Okay. Let's all slide the hands by the hips if possible. You have blocks where you can come up onto the fists and do your best to square your chest forward. All right, and then fold forward. Sleeping swan. The top of your left thigh, right, is meeting the floor. It's perpendicular to the floor. Feel your breath slow. And take a moment to observe how you are breathing in this moment and what you can learn from your observation. Let's take a farewell breath to this pigeon shape. Inhale, a graceful exhale. Slowly rise up. Good. Lean over to your right hip and bring that left leg forward for Agni Sambhasana, fire log pose. Ankle to knee. Ankle to knee. Good. If this is not happy for the knees, cross your shins. Cross your shins. You see, I'm wearing black, but the shins are going like this, right at the middle. Okay? Either one is fine. Good. Hands behind the back, and then puff your chest as if to say, yes, I'm open to the grace of my practice. And then forward fold. Good. Sometimes we may feel quite alone. And so thank you for showing up so that we practice together. And we know that, in fact, we are not alone. It's so nice to be walking this path with all of you. Okie dokes. Walk back in. Good. Swing your left leg back around and three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. If you feel like revolving your down dog, you can do that. Good. And we're just here for a breath. And then come back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Knee to chest. Round through the upper back. Push the floor away. Three-legged dog. Up and back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then knee in towards the chest, rounding through the spine. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And pigeon pose. Down we go. And always practice, right? Pick up the back knee, walk it back, giving our hip flexors an opportunity to get really involved. Whew. Good. Hands to fists or hands to blocks. Good. Square your chest forward. Yeah. Good. And then fold. Izzy, I hope you're on your back doing figure 4 supine. Good. Soften the forehead down. This is the Apana Vayu, the downward wind. So see if you can feel that, your breath as this calming downward wind, keeping you connected to your own body, to your practice, to your mat. See if you can be all right with this quietness. Slow, deliberate inhale, even through the right and left sides. And a slow exhale evenly out both sides of the nose. And rise the body. Sit over to the left hip. Swing the right leg around. And I'll face you for either fire log pose or cross the shins. Take a big breath and expand the sides of the lungs. And we fold forward together, 3 breaths. Rise on up. Good. Swing that right leg around the back. Three-legged dog. Left leg goes up, goes back. Bend that knee, open the hip, and you're welcome to flip. And open up. Good. Come back. Downward facing dog. Let's take one vinyasa together. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose, come forward. And please lower all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Keep the shoulders down. Inhale, lift up. And lower. Last time. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, tops of the feet. Press down. And release. Come onto your back. Good. Take your hands. Press into the tops of the thighs. Press away. And then roll a little bit on the shoulders, on the back, to give yourself a little stretch, a little traction. Okay. And a spinal twist to round out today. Open the arms. Find your favorite leg position. Knees could be side by side, they can be stacked, something else, and lower them to the left. Maybe the gaze turns to the right. Okay. And switch. Right. You're at home, so if you want to stay longer on any side, you can. Of course you can. Come on back. Let's neutralize with a happy baby. If that's too much, just hold the shins if that's too much. Or you can hold for the feet. Low back, please press it down. Like squish it, squeeze it towards the ground. Right. When we pay a lot of attention to the details of the pose, you don't have to work very hard. All right, and then slide into Shavasana. Grab your favorite props here and get cozy. Feel the top of the body begin to melt into the back of the body. It's a beautiful conversation between the parts of us looking forward and the parts of our past holding us up. And that windless cave of your heart, right? The flame of unflappable peace burns bright.
Okino, Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Gently stir your body awake. Stretch out your throat, your shoulders, the backs of your knees. Pet your dogs. And then hug your knees into your chest, roll to one side, and take a very sweet breath here in honoring of one another. And then rise up to a seat. And hands to the heart, surrendering to the grace of the self, full of forgiveness. One Om. Inhale through the nose. Thank you to each one of you showing up for yourself and for one another. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.